Good morning, friends. Today we continue with our lecture on mental ability. Today's topic is sitting arrangement. Okay? So again you will see in this lecture today that the problem depends on the instructions which are given to you. So instructions are basically given in English, so you should have a good command over the language. So all you have to do is draw on a piece of paper. So you will need a pencil and an eraser also. You can pause the video and collect a pencil and an eraser with the paper, with the book. And according to the instructions given to you, you will have to draw it out and then give the answer to the question. Okay, so let us take an example. The question is A, P, R, X and Z. So how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are sitting in a row. So what does a row mean? Row means a straight line. Okay? A vertical or horizontal line, they are sitting in a row. S and Z are in the center. So out of the 6, 2 people in the center. Who should be in the center? S and Z. A and P are at the end. So you have to put A and P at the end. So what do you start with? You put S and Z at the center, A and P at the end. But what is not mentioned is A on the side of S or is A on the side of Z. So we will try to draw it on the board. Yes. Let us try working on that one. We have got 6 people sitting in a row. S and Z are in the center. A and P is at the ends of. Now R is sitting to the left of A. So if I write A here, if I put A here, then R is sitting at the left of A, but there is no person here. So A should be coming on which side? A should be coming here, and R is sitting on the left of A. So automatically P comes here because P and R at the ends. So which is the one left? The only one left is X. So listening to the instructions given to us, we have got something like this. Again we see S and Z are sitting in the center, A and P are at the ends, but R is sitting to the left of A. So if this is to the left of A, then P should come here because A cannot come here. If A comes here, the left becomes, there is nobody here, we had 6 people. And then, so now the question is, who is to the right of P? Okay. And the options are given here. So you have to find to the right of P, on the right side of P. So here what you can observe is, you have to draw the row. Based on the instructions, you have to write down the people sitting. You should know which is the left side and which is the right side. So when I am drawing on the board, this is my right side and this is my left side. Okay, so this is the right side and this is the left side, like the number line. And now I give the solution. So is this what we have got? The same arrangement. So S and Z is at the center, A and P are at the ends. Now at A and P you can have S and Z like this also, S and Z like this also, but A and P are at the ends. Now where should I put A? Should I put A here or should I put A here? But the next sentence gives the clue. R is sitting to the left of A. So if I put A here, then R is sitting here, but there is no person. You can see here, we have put the 6% line here. So P comes here, A comes here, R is to the left of A. The only place empty is this where we put X. So who is to the right of X? To the right of X, right of P, sorry. To the right of P is X. The answer is X. So this is the sample of a sitting arrangement in a row. Now what you can see here, all these instructions are written in English. And which are the keywords here? The keywords. Center. You should know what the center is. Center is exactly in the middle. You should know what the ends are. Where are the ends? And you should know what is the right and what is the left. So in these questions, along with your mental thinking, one very important thing is knowing the meaning of certain English words. The center, the ends, the right, the left are the keywords in this type of questions. So you have to first understand those keywords, and based on those keywords you will get your correct answer. So there is a time limit also. You have to think and think very fast. This will need practice, which you need to do. Move on to the next example. Same type. You can start drawing and you have to first start to draw according to the instructions, but where the instructions do not match, you have to erase and change positions. A, B, C, D and E are sitting on a bench. Okay? It is not mentioned a circular bench, so keep the bench straight. A is sitting next to B. Now when you got A sitting next to B, what will you get? If you start to draw, what will you get? Yes? You can either write A sitting next to B, and this is also the same thing, right? So you should keep both the options in mind. A is sitting next to B means A and B or B and A. They are sitting next. Now, which option you choose here? That we have to see further. C is sitting next to D. D is not sitting with E, who is on the left hand of the bench. So we have got E. Sorry, E is not here. Left hand B is this. E is sitting on the left hand of the bench. C is sitting next to D, but D is not sitting with E, who is on the left hand of the bench. C is on the second position from the right. So from the right, here from this right side, C at the second position. So if C is over here, then D has to be here, because C and D are sitting together and E is on the left side. A is to the right of B. So this combination is wrong. This combination is right. A is to the right of B. So A should come here and B here. And A is to the right of B and E. So A and B are together and A is to the right of E and B. A and C are sitting together. So A and C are sitting together. We have got in which position is A sitting. So this is the question you have got. And now the options. Where is A sitting? So with our diagram we get A is sitting between B and C. Now let us see whether what we got is right or not. We got E, B, A, C, D, our arrangement. E, B, A, C, D. So you have to see again what they have mentioned. Sitting next to means what? Near each other. Who is sitting on the left, who is sitting on the right, who is not sitting near. So you got E, B, A, C, D. What is the position of, which is the position of A? It is between B and C. So basically you have got the idea now today what is sitting arrangement mean. And you see what I did here. Did you follow? Did you observe? I first started drawing. What is the first insertion? A is sitting next to B. So I can write AB or BA. I can have both the choices. And I don't know which to pick. Then when I read the statements further, I keep on erasing, changing places, till I get the arrangement properly based on all the instructions. So this is what is the topic for today, sitting arrangement. So arrangement means what? You have to arrange. And how do you arrange? Based on the instructions mentioned to you. Now when you start drawing, there are choices like this. A, B sitting together. So A on the right, B on the left, or B on the right, A on the left. Two possibilities are there. But as you read the questions further, then you will know which possibility to take and which possibility to eliminate. Now C and D are sitting together. So C and D can be here, or it can be D and C. Or C and D can be here and D and C can be here. So C and D can come here also and can come here also. Now D is not sitting with E, who is on the left hand. So we put E on the left side of the bench, the fifth one. And D is not sitting here. So I can have E, C, D. But then it is given C is on the second position from the right. So C second position from the right is this one. So C and D have to come here. So what you need to see here, first you should read the whole question. After reading the entire question, you start the drawing one by one, sentence to sentence. And when you find a contradiction which is not following the instructions, rub it, change places, keep on doing this trial and error till you get the arrangement. And once you get the arrangement, you will get your answer. So today's exercise is basically drawing diagrams, drawing proper diagrams. And in this diagrams, the instructions have to be followed very, very carefully. Now look at this problem. This problem has got 4 sentences. And we have to see the sentences. 6 boys are sitting in a circle. So imagine you draw a circle. 6 boys are sitting facing the center. So what will you draw? You will try to draw a circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boys are sitting in a circle facing towards the center. All are facing towards the center. Rajiv is sitting to the right of Mohan. But he is not just at the left of Vijay. Means Rajiv is sitting to the right of Mohan. So we have to first find where is Mohan. Let us say put Mohan here. Now if you are sitting to the right, so Rajiv is to the right of Mohan. But he is not to the left of Vijay. So Vijay cannot be sitting here. Because Rajiv is to the right of Mohan but not to the left of Vijay. So Vijay cannot be sitting here. Suresh is between Babu and Vijay. Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay. So I can say put Vijay here. Now Suresh is sitting between Babu and Vijay. So Suresh can come here. And Suresh is sitting between Babu and Vijay. So Babu can come here. Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay. So Ajay, you can see where I am sitting Vijay, right? So Ajay can come here. So this is according to the instructions I have put, who is sitting to the left of Mohan. So we have got Babu to the left of Mohan. Now once you have drawn the diagram, check it all over again. 6 boys are sitting in the circle. Rajiv is sitting to the right of Mohan, but is not to the left of Vijay. So Vijay cannot sit here. Suresh is between Vijay and Babu. So I put Vijay cannot sit here, so I put Vijay here. Now Suresh, I could put Vijay here, I could put Vijay here, I could put Vijay here, I could put Vijay anywhere. This was by trial and error. I first went to Rajiv and Mohan. Vijay is not sitting here. Means Vijay could sit here, could sit here or could sit here. Anyway, but I put him here, and by chance this first thing is right, it seems, because Suresh is between Vijay and Babu. Left or right is not mentioned. Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay. So this is the combination I think is correct. Let us see. So we have got Mohan, Rajiv, Ajay, Vijay, Suresh, Babu. In the first try I got the circle right. But I followed the instructions. Now what happened? I knew that Vijay cannot sit here. So Vijay could sit here, here or here. The first thing I tried was here. You must have tried here or here. So you can try. If it doesn't match, rub it off, change place again. Doesn't match, rub it off, change place again. Come to a combination where you get it correctly and then you will have your answer. So who is sitting to the left of Mohan? We have Babu sitting to the left of Mohan. So then I am telling you, do not try to be in a hurry. This thing is something different which needs practice, which needs a very good hold over the language. Again you see the circle part. A circle can move any way you want. You can put Rajiv and Mohan here. I can move this circle, but still the arrangement will not change. I can move the circle anti-clockwise or clockwise, but the arrangement does not change. What I mean to say, if Mohan sits here, and Babu sits here, and Suresh moves here, Vijay moves here, Ajay moves here, and Rajiv moves here, still the arrangement will remain the same. In a circular arrangement, you can have any type of combinations. So let me bring to you the point of importance first. Read the questions carefully. Read the instructions properly. Start with your diagram. This diagram is based on trial and error. You will first start to draw, then some instructions may not match. So erase it and rearrange. After rearranging, keep on trying. Once you get to the figure, again read all the instructions, verify with them, is it properly matching, and if it does, then you go to the question and get your answer. The same kind of question, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. There are 8 people now. sitting round in a circle facing the center. Again, P is second to the right of T. Now what is second to the right means? P is sitting, P is not on the right. There is one person and after that there is P. Second to the right of P. So here you can see the use of the language. P is second to the right of T. Second to the right means not exactly to the right. He is sitting here, not the first but the second to the right is P. T who is neighbor of R and V. So he is sitting to the right of T who is the neighbor of R and V means T is between R and V. S is not the neighbor of P. V is the neighbor of U. Q is not between S and W. W is not between U and S. So now you can see here we have got 8 people and arranging 8 people is a sort of difficulty, right? But we'll still have to do it. So let us try it. So here we have to go by the trial and error method. Yes? So first what will I do? First step, 8 people are sitting in a circle. So 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will make a circle with 8 people. Right? Now P is second to the right of T. So if I put T here, then P is not at the first right, P is at the second right. So we can put here second right. Who is the neighbor of R and V? So P is second to the right of T. T who is the neighbor of R and V. So we have got R and V. So here we have to change. You can see now R and V means R here and V here, or V here and R here. There can be 2 possibilities. So let us see what next. S is not the neighbor of P. So S cannot come here because S is not the neighbor of P. V is the neighbor of U. Now you can see when I put the V here, it has got 2 neighbors P and T. Means V cannot come here. V has to come here. And the R should move here. Now what we can see, V is the neighbor of U. So U has to come here. Q is not between S and W. Now where is S? S is not the neighbor of P. So S cannot come here. And Q is not between S and W. So if S cannot come here, then S can come here. But if S can come here, so we should write our S here. Now S is not between and W is not between U and S. So I can put W anywhere. I will try putting W here. What is said? Now let us see again. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W are sitting. P is second to the right of T, that we got. Who is the neighbor of R and V? So R and V I wrote here, but I interchange. S is not the neighbor of P. S I will put S will leave just now. V is the neighbor of U. So when V came here, I got U here. Now S is not the neighbor of P, means S won't come here, but it can come to any other point, either this or this. V is the neighbor of U, that we got. Q is not between S and W. So I will now put a Q here. And W is not between U and S. W is not between U and S. So I can say these instructions have been followed. Some place might change, but let us look at the question now. We have to see which of these 2 are not neighbors. Which of these 2 are not neighbors you have to see. So we are getting U and V are neighbors, R and P are neighbors, Q and W are neighbors. But R and V are not neighbors. So the arrangement first. And the second question, which one is to the immediate right to the V? So that question also we have to see. Now if our diagram is correct, then what answer should we get? To the right of V. Who is to the right of V? T. Now we have to check our answers. So the same question again. Okay. Okay, there is also one more question from this. Which of the following is incorrect? So this diagram, if it is right, now check your option here also. Keep the option in mind. which of the following is correct? P is to the immediate right of Q. P is to the right of Q. No, it is to the left of Q. R is between U and V. R is between U and V. No. Q is to the immediate left of W. Yes. Q is to the immediate left of W, and U is between W and S. U is between W and S. No. So C is the option here. So remember the options, okay? See the questions one more time. This were the questions. So just keep your answers in mind. Which of the following are not neighbors? The answer A, RV. Write down the answer RV. Keep in mind. Which is to the immediate right of V? So we got the answer T. So mark down the answer T also. Here we have got the option C. Q is to the immediate right of W. Mark this answer also. And the next question based on the same. What is the position of S? What is the position of S between U and W? No. Second to the right of P? No. To the immediate right of W? Yes. To the immediate right of W, and data inadequate. So I think C, to the immediate right of W is the answer. So now since we have got the 4 answers and our diagram, let us check the diagram first. Okay? So the diagram is slightly moved, but we can still do. We have got a Q. Q on the top, the Q is moved here. To the right is P, then is R, then is T, then is V, then is U, then is S, then is W. Okay? So what is done? This circle, my circle, is one step to the, you have to move the circle one step to the left. Just move the circle to the left and you will get the diagram. So our diagram is correct. Now we check the answers. So RV, we got the answer A, but not the neighbors. Immediate right of V, so it is T, the correct answer. Q to the immediate right of W, our correct answer. And the fourth one, to the immediate right of W. So once you get the diagram correctly, means you will get your answer very easily. But you see what I did here? I did V here and R here, then I interchange. So based on the statements which are given to me, I have to draw the diagram, I have to keep on erasing the diagram till I reach the correct question. Yes, and the correct answer. So this is what we are supposed to do today. So this is sitting arrangement, and sitting arrangement is based on some words. Which words we said? The keywords: center, right, left, immediate right, immediate left, second to the right, second to the left. Those are the words which you should be knowing. Okay? So these are the questions. Again what I say, based on sitting arrangement. Now one thing I want to bring to your mind here is after this lectures and the practice, you are giving tests, right? Based on this question. And what have you noticed here in the test? Questions are never asked which you are practicing. So there is no point in learning this. You should not be learning this. This is an ability test, not a memory test. It is an ability test. So what is there in the ability test? You have to understand it in detail. These questions are not repeated in any of the tests. Okay? Means we are doing one kind of syllabus and different type of questions. Remember this. This is a mental ability test designed to set your way of thinking. It teaches you how to think. Now this is questions on sitting arrangement. How people can be seated in an arrangement. That is what we try to guess based on the instructions given. So first we start with guess, but in the end we have got a concrete place where each one is sitting. Only then you can come to the correct answer. So this type of test does not need any learning. It needs a deep kind of understanding. So many places this tests are taken. This type of questions are asked in the IMO, in the ISO, NSO and so on. Why it is done? It is made to do specially to understand the thinking of the child. Those who have got a logical reasoning power, they are very good, very able in this kind of questions. But not to worry, what I am trying to tell you is, this kind of questions need a lot of practice. It has to be set in a specific way of thinking, which comes from mathematics. In mathematics, you try to solve a problem in different types of ways till you reach the correct answer. So this is something like that. You keep on trying. Okay, so because the options are given to you, do not go to the immediate option you know. You should try to first get to the correct diagram, read the options again and again, and till you are not confirmed that is the answer, do not take any option just as it is. Okay, so take care and practice well. Okay. So 5 girls are sitting on a bench to be photographed. Now I think you can also start with me. Start to draw. Instructions are given. 5 girls are sitting on a bench to be photographed. So on a bench means you place them on the bench. Five girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the instructions. Seema is to the left of Rani and to the right of Bindu. So Seema is sitting on the left of Rani. So Seema is on the left of Rani but on the right of Bindu. Now say I put Seema here. Okay? Where can I put Seema? Now you know one thing, I cannot put Seema here and I cannot put Seema here. Why? Because it is said Seema is to the left of Rani. So if Seema is sitting here, and she is to the left of Rani, then Rani can come here, but she is to the right of Bindu. So if she is sitting here, then Bindu must be here, but there is no person here. So Seema cannot come here. In the same way, Seema cannot come here. So Seema can be possible here, here and here. Now there are 3 places where Seema can sit. Okay? So I choose this one, but we can even write here. Let's see, say we try here. Seema is sitting here to the left of Rani. So Rani is sitting here. Seema is to the left of Rani, but to the right of Bindu. So this is also an arrangement. Mary is to the right of Rani. So Mary is to the right of Rani. Rita is between Rani and Mary. Now, Rita is between Rani and Mary. So, Mary is given to the right, but not the immediate right. So, I can shift Mary here and I can put Rita here. So, these instructions are given now. Let me check again. Is Seema to the left of Bindu? No, Seema is to the left of Rani. So Seema is to the left of Rani and to the right of Bindu. Follow. Mary is to the right of Rani. Means Mary is sitting somewhere on the right of Rani. So I put Mary here. Rita is between Rani and Mary. So I can have this arrangement. This satisfies my questions. Now, who is sitting immediate right to Rita? So who is to the right of Rita? So Mary is the answer. Who is in the middle of the photograph? So we have got Rani exactly in the middle of the photograph, exactly in the center. Who is second from the right? So we have got Seema is second from the right. Now what you can see here, there is no option of, sorry, second to the right is this from the right side. Sorry, I'm saying not the left, right. Rita should be the answer. And who is second from the left? Then we should have Seema is second from the left. So these 4 questions are based on the setting arrangement. Now, you can think it over. Again, according to instructions, I have written it down. I have got 4 questions based on the setting arrangement. So first the question, and now let us check a diagram. We got Bindu, Seema, Rani, Rita, Mary. Bindu, Seema, Rani, Rita, Mary. So if you have got the setting arrangement right, then obviously the answers should be all correct. You see what happened here? I first put Seema here, then I changed Seema here. Seema could even come here. Now that is a elimination. What does elimination mean? First you begin something, but you see it is not matching. So eliminate that, go to the new position. If that is working, fine. If it is not working, eliminate that, go to a new position. So this is what is to be done in questions like this. You have to keep on drawing, erasing, drawing. There are chances you may get it right at the first try. There are chances you may not get right at the first second. but by the third try you will get it right. So this is a very good thing to do based on the instructions. So again you see what happened to the instructions. Right, so it is written marriage to the right of Rani. Right could be here also, but it is not said immediate right or sitting next. Just said to the right. So we move to the right. Yes, so when I am doing these questions, try to follow me closely. Listen carefully to every instructions I give, and based on the instructions, try to follow very closely what is being done. You will have some practice to make you better. Okay? Now I am going to leave this to you for some time. You can try it out. Okay, something is cut off, but not to worry. I will just read it to you. 6 friends are sitting in a circle and are facing the center of the circle. So again, center to the circle. Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. So put Deepa between Prakash and Pankaj. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. So in this question, if you see, what do you observe? Where you should begin from? Yes? Think over. First, where should you begin? Statements are given to you, but you decide. Now you can logically decide where you should begin. So there is a kind of circle. Statements are given, you will decide where to begin. Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj, okay, we'll put that. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit, okay. But Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. So that should be our starting point. That Prakash and Mukesh sit opposite to each other. That is a very concrete thing. Prakash and Mukesh are sitting opposite to each other. That should be our perfect start. Nothing else is mentioned. Now what is next? Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. So you can put Deepa here and Pankaj here, or you can put Deepa here and Pankaj here, either way. Makes no difference, I think so. Instructions given, Deepa is between Prakash and Pankaj. So if I put Pankaj here, then I will put Deepa between Prakash and Pankaj. No light, right, no left, nothing is mentioned. Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. So Mukesh is here, so I should put Preeti here because Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit. Now no other instructions are mentioned. There is nothing else to be done here, I guess. So the questions. See for yourselves the question and now think. Okay? I have done this diagram only based on the data I had. Nothing else is asked. But now we'll see the options and see if we need to change the diagram. Who is sitting right to Prakash? So if Prakash is sitting here like this, facing two sides, this is the right. To the right of Prakash is Lalit. So the answer should be D, Lalit. Who is just to the right of Pankaj? To the right of Pankaj is Deepa. Now I could put Pankaj here and Deepa here. Do you remember? Because nothing else is mentioned. I could put Pankaj and Deepa here and Lalit and Preeti here. So now that would change the answer. Who is just right to Pankaj? So we have got Deepa. So Deepa is in the option, so we should give the option. Who are the neighbors of Mukesh? The neighbors of Mukesh are Preeti and Pankaj. We have an option, let's keep in mind. Who is sitting next to Preeti? So next to Preeti we have got two people, Lalit and Mukesh. Lalit and Mukesh. But since there is only one option, we will go for Lalit. Now we check our positions. Is our diagram correct? Prakash and Mukesh, Deepa and Pankaj, Lalit and Preeti. So diagram is correct. So obviously the answers will be correct. So now this had very less instructions, but I told you what we did. Prakash and Mukesh we placed, but I could place Deepa and Pankaj over here, Lalit and Preeti over here. But depending on the options, I kept this position because this satisfies all the instructions that we have. Now we got a hexagonal table, and now I'll put the questions also. maybe the questions will help to find out. Okay, now will you give it a try? Now you can give it a try. Okay, the question is cut, but let me see what the question is. 6 friends. This is 6 friends. P, Q, R, S, T, and U are sitting on a hexagonal table, each at the corner, and are facing the center. So this time, what do we have? We have a hexagonal table. Hexagonal means what we did before. On a circle, on a hexagonal table, all facing the center. P is to the second left of U. So wherever U is, suppose I put U here, and this is the right side, this is the left. P is to the second left of U. Q is the neighbor of R and S. Now you can see Q cannot come here, Q cannot come here, Q cannot come here. Why? If Q comes here, it has got two neighbors. Which two neighbors? R and S. Q is the neighbor of R and S. If I put Q here, then R will come here, S will come here. But here I put P. If I put Q here, I cannot put the neighbors. If I put Q here, I cannot put the neighbors. I'll have to put Q here. Because Q has got two neighbors, R and S. T is second to the left of S. Now second to the left means what? T should be here. Then R cannot come here because Q are neighbors. Okay? Q are neighbors. So what I should have done, only one thing. Q has got two neighbors R and S. I put here R and I put it S here. So now let me put the R here and the S here. The same thing, nothing has changed. I only changed the position of R and S. Now T is second to the left of S. No, this is still not working. Second to the left. So how do we go to the left? This is the right and this is the left, right? This side is the left. So okay, S had to come here because T is second to the left of S, and then R should come here. Done. Check it again. P is second to the left. I started U here. P is second to the left of U, so P is here. And the thing we had, Q is the neighbor of R and S. So I could only put Q here and R and S here. So first I tried R here and S here. But if S was sitting here, then T would become to the right of S. So I have to put S here because T is to the second of S. So this is the arrangement. Are you following? First I tried putting R here and S here. But if S is here, then T is to the second right of S. But it is said T is to the second right of S, so write S here, T is second, so R automatically shifts here. So now we look at the question, which one is sitting opposite to P? So opposite to P we have S, who is the fourth person to the left of Q. This is Q. The fourth person to the left will be S, U, T, P. P should be the answer. Who are the neighbors of P? P and R or R and T is the answer. Which one is sitting opposite to T? Q is the answer. Now we have the answers. So we check the position. First we check the position. We have got P. We start from here. To the right of P we have got R. Okay. Then Q. Okay. Then S. Okay. U and T. So the position have changed, but the order remains the same. You can see if I move P, I move 1, 2, 3 steps. If I move P here, R will automatically come here, Q will come here, S will come here. So the arrangement may not be the same, the position may not be the same, the arrangement is the same, and then our answers will also be the same. We have all the answers. Okay, so I hope you have got a hang of the questions today. Circular arrangements, row arrangement, hexagonal arrangements and so on. So this is quite an easy topic, very easy to score, but I am telling you again, you may not get the arrangement at the very first try. Remember, you may not get the arrangement at the very first try. Like I did the trial and error, you also have to do it. Take your time, think over, check the options and then do it. Okay? Now this question is a slightly trickier one. In a class, so some misrelated. In a class, there are 7 students, both boys and girls. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, the G is missing, so mention the G. They sit on 3 benches. Now we have got 3 benches. So what we have got? Let me draw the benches first. The question is slightly cut off today, but not an issue. I am going to. There are 6 students sitting on 3 benches. There are 2 students, at least 2 students on each bench. Means there are 1, A, B, C, D, E. There are 7 students. You can see A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The G is missing right here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are 7 students, at least 2 on one bench. Means 2. One bench will have 3 students. That we know because at least 2 on one bench. But one bench will have 3 students. Okay? And at least 1 girl on each bench. So because there is at least 1 girl on each bench, we know there has to be at least 3 girls. There can be 4 also because it is not said how many girls. At least 1 girl on each bench means I can have 1 girl here, 1 girl here, 1 girl here. That is guaranteed. But there are 7. So there is 1 more girl, she can take any bench she wants. Okay? C, who is a girl student, does not sit with A, E, and D. So suppose I put here C, who is the girl student. She is not sitting with A, E, and D. Now it is not mentioned whether A, E, and D are girls or boys. F is the boy student, sits with only B. Now F is a boy student who sits with B. I can put F here. Why I can put F here? Because one bench has got 3 students. So if I put the F here, I can put the F here. F is the boy student, sits only with only B. Only B means there are only 2 people on the bench, not more. So I cannot put here because this bench should have only 2 students. So F is a boy, I put in square, and sits with only B, means B will be the girl. Because there is at least 1 girl on each bench. So if F is the boy, F is the boy, sits with only, there should be 1 girl in each bench, so sits with B. Now, A sits on the bench first with his best friends. So A is sitting on the first bench. So C is not sitting with A and D, so the C should girl come here. A is sitting on the first bench, we don't know whether this boy or girl, with his best friends. G is on bench 3. Now G sits on bench 3, so G can come here. Why? Because C does not sit with A, E, and D. We have got C not sitting with A, E, and D. So G can come here. E is the brother of C. So E is the brother of C. So if C is the only girl here, but C does not sit with A, E, and D, is the brother, means E will now come here because not on the same bench. It is the brother, so A has to be the girl. Right? So E is the brother, we know, is the boy. Now let us check again. In the class there are 7 students including boys and girls. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. They sit on 3 benches, 1, 2, and 3. So we name the benches 1, 2, 3. Such that at least 2 students on each bench and at least 1 girl on each bench. C is the girl student who does not sit with A, E, and D. C will not sit with A and D. So first put C here, but then the conditions change. So I am putting C here. Does not sit with A, E, and D. F is the boy student. F is the boy. The square is the boy. The circle is the girl. F is the boy student who sits only with B. So F is the boy and B is the girl. A sits on bench 1. So if A is sitting here, C cannot sit here. because C does not sit with A and D. So A sits on the first bench with his best friends. Best friend means more than one can sit on the first bench. G sits on the bench 3. G sits here. E is the brother of C. So if E is the brother, but E is not, C does not sit with A. So E is the brother. C would either be the boy or the girl. Okay, which is not mentioned, and E is the brother of C. Now what have we left with? A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D. D is there, so I have to put the D here. Because here only 2 are sitting, and with C, A, E, D are not sitting. So these are the options I got. You verify, do your work, pause your video here. Do your work because I am going to the answer. We are going to finish it today. So this is what we are getting. We are getting A, E and D. Okay, A, E and D, F, B, G, C. Okay, so our diagram is correct. They have done it opposite. They have taken the, I think the circle as the girl. No, they have got it right. F, B, but then A is a boy. E is a boy, A is a boy, D is the girl. So how many girls are there out of the 7 students? There can be 3 or 4. We are not actually sure. We know about 3 because 3 are there on every bench. So there can be 3 or 4. Which of the following is a group of girls? So B, C. We know B and C for sure are girls, and D is also a girl. So we got B, C and D are girls. Who sits with C? So we have got G sits with C. On which bench there are 3 students? On bench 1 there are 3 students. Okay? So these are the questions based on arrangements. You will need practice. So practice enough. And this video I am keeping it smaller so you can see the video one more time. What you can do is, if you cannot get the questions at the very first try, see the solutions, but keep on doing this video again and again. I will not carry the video further. This video is made smaller. You can see the video. It is not that you have to finish everything at the first go. It is not necessary you finish everything at the first go. Take your time, understand thoroughly, and after you understand, only then you move to the next question. And see the video again and again till you get a hang of these questions. So we are going to end here for today. Okay? I hope you enjoy this lecture. So practice more questions whenever you find them and try to work it out. Okay? I finish here. Thank you.